Hello to all the resilient diabetics out there. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jay Sampat, and this is where we turn ordinary struggling diabetics into extraordinary well-controlled diabetics. Now today's episode will be a quick one, and it's a very important episode in regards to all the diabetic supplies that we need that keep us alive. And the reason for this episode was because of a question that was posed on a diabetic forum by someone that was in desperate need for a quick answer. And it bothered me. It actually made the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. Why? Well, I'll explain in just a few seconds. First, get to her question. Basically, what she was asking was, she had accidentally dropped her bottle of insulin, and she called all the pharmacies in town because it was Christmas. She lived in a small town. Everyone was closed. She could not get any insulin. So what does she do? So we, as a team, went in to try and help her out. Obviously, everyone was closed. Her doctor's office was closed. The first thing that was suggested, and this happens to you, is that contact your local hospital, your emergency rooms, your urgent cares. They would be able to help you out as a diabetic. So that will be your first option if something's happened, if you run out of your medication. If that's not an option, and because you're just out a day, there's a couple other things you can do. Obviously, you're going to want to control your blood sugars as best as you can under those circumstances with no insulin. So what would you do? Well, obviously, a couple of options. As long as it's authorized by your doctor, one thing you can do is to exercise for at least 30 minutes. That will get some sensitivity back to your muscles to help pull some of that glucose that's in the bloodstream into the muscles. The second thing would be probably following a pretty low carb day until you're able to get yourself some insulin. So, third, and this is critical. The reason why this question was so important to me was because it's the first thing I talked about my doctor when I was diagnosed as a diabetic. I always wanted to have a backup supply of all my needs. We live here in California, and that 7.0 earthquake, that 8.0 earthquake is due. The last thing I want to do is to be caught with no supplies. So what I have is I have a good 2-month supply of insulin, both my short and my long, but that's no good if I don't have the tools. I also have extra pins, and that's no good if you don't have any test strips. I have extra test strips. So what I suggest is that you think ahead as a diabetic and have all your supplies in emergency ratios. Enough to last whatever problem or issue you may face, so that you're not struggling the day of, or at least a month after an emergency hits. Because it's life or death for us. That is my tip for the day. So, stay tuned for another episode. Remember, they're released weekly. Have a great day, productive week, and we will see you soon. And don't forget those highlights, that alert button, the like button, and the subscribe button. Have a great day. Bye-bye.